Hey everyone, CplDiesel here again up at Hobble Creek. Today is the 16th of May 2021, and what I want to talk to you today about is mostly going to be me talking to me, because this is something that I struggle with a lot. There's a saying out there saying the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and that's definitely true. And the reason why I bring that up is one of the things I really struggle with is follow through. Now I'll sit and make a decision. I really need to do X, whatever X is. X has been a lot of things throughout my life. And then within a week, sometimes even a couple of days, sometimes even a couple hours, I've already, started to forget about that decision. Not that it's like it's mentally left my brain, but the decisions that I make, I need to start doing this, or I need to start doing that, and it starts falling off, and I go back to my old ways. Like ruts in a road, I have carved deep ruts into my life where it's like, what comes natural, what comes easy, and that's the way I follow. Well, as you all know, if you're driving down a rutted road, it's fairly easy to stay in those ruts. In fact, a lot of times you don't even need to hold on to the wheel. You just let the ruts do the driving for you. The only problem with that is you never get anywhere else. You're just following the same old ruts, and you end up exactly where you've ended up a million times. Now, yesterday, Saturday, I made a few decisions. One in particular is something I want to study, something I want to learn, something that's going to help me with my career path. And I was all fired up about it. Yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn this skill. This skill is going to make me more valuable in the workplace. It's going to allow me to get more money, this, that, and the other. It's going to allow me to help my business. It's going to allow me to help my wife's businesses. It's going to allow me to do all these things. And every single one of them is true. And so I start looking into, okay, well, what do I need to do to start learning this skill without having to spend a lot of money? And start making lists of things I need to do, things I need to look up and stuff like that to be able to do this. And as I started doing this and getting excited and that kind of stuff, within a couple of hours, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to watch some YouTube videos. Some entertaining YouTube videos. And next thing I know, I spent a couple hours watching entertaining YouTube videos. I was entertained. And then this morning I got up and was doing some stuff. I'm like, I'm going to put on some YouTube videos. And I put on some entertaining YouTube videos for my watch list. And they were entertaining. And then I stopped. I'm sitting there and I'm kicking myself. I'm like, you should be still on YouTube, but looking for and finding videos that are going to help teach you these skills. That's where you should be spending your time, not laughing at someone's reacting to the music video of What Did the Fox Say, which I watched today. It's quite funny. But what did that get me forward? And knowing myself, You know, it's something I've talked about. One of the leadership principles of the Marine Corps is to know yourself and seek self-improvement. So knowing myself, I could sit there and just fall back into this trap of doing what comes easy, following those metaphoric ruts in the road, and not actually moving towards my dreams, not actually working towards my goals. And as such, I'll be back where I've been a million times before. I've been in a lot of different businesses. I believe in the power of entrepreneurship. Intellectually, I know that's actually where I want to be. For many reasons. But in all those times, I've gone to conferences, I've gone to seminars, this, that, and the other, and I get all excited. And then I never follow through. I come home and I let the excitement die in me, which is going to happen. Just because you're excited about something doesn't mean that excitement's going to stay. In fact, it's guaranteed it's not going to. You can get all convicted. This time I am going to change. This time I'm going to do it different. This time I'm going to do it right. And you get all this excitement, all this motivation going up. And then it fades. And what's left is the discipline of follow-through, which is what I want to talk to you today. Now notice how I use the word discipline. I spent 4 years in the Marine Corps. I spent 4 years prior to that in Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, NJROTC in high school. You would think that discipline would not be one of my issues. Some ways it is, some ways it's not. But the truth is that is an area I lack. A lot of times I like to get onto that road with the ruts and just drive down the way I've always been because it's easy. You know, barely have my hand on the wheel, letting the ruts take me where they will. But even knowing that road, those ruts are not going to take me to where I want to go. You know, they're not going to lead me to any particular danger, but by following those ruts in the road, I am going to live that stereotypical life of go to work, come home, relax, go to bed, get up, go to work, relax. And when I say relax, it's not truly relaxing, because in the back of my head, I'm always worried about things. I'm always worried about finance. I'm always worried, you know, okay, what is going to happen with the business? One of the primary reasons why I want to get into business for myself is because I've seen where, you know, either bad decisions made in upper management or decisions made somewhere else have had a trickle-down effect. And I either lose pay, I lose hours, or I get furloughed, I get laid off, I've been reduced in force, I've been furloughed. I don't like that. It's stressful for me. There are certain things that I'm trying to do where I need to make sure I can pay for certain expenses that are going to be coming up in my life. More of those probably in a future video. But following those ruts in the roads, I'm always going to be worried about that. When I carry my stress in the back of my shoulders and up to my neck. Sometimes to the point where it gives me migraines. My neck and shoulders have not relaxed in weeks because of certain things I'm worried about. With my personal personality type and the way I've dealt with stress and hardship in my life, sometimes I can't even tell you why I'm stressed. I just can tell you that I'm stressed because I can just feel the knots in my shoulders. stupid thing, once again, I'm talking to myself, the stupid thing is I know what I need to do to change those things. But it involves getting out of those ruts. And if any of you have ever driven down a dirt road or a dirt path that has deep ruts, you know sometimes it's very difficult to get out of those ruts. And, you know, especially because a lot of times what we have to do is we have to make small changes. We can't just make a hard left and go off, you know, completely away from those ruts. We kind of have to follow the course mostly. And so you're driving along and you're trying to stay out of those ruts, and you sometimes find yourself slipping back in. Then you have to fight to get yourself out. I can tell you, staying in those ruts, constantly going back to those ruts, it's not going to take you where you want to go. You need to get out of those ruts. You need to fight your way out of those ruts. I need to fight my way out of my own ruts. And I'm not in a position where I can make that hard left or hard right and just get away from those ruts. I need to mostly stay on the same road, but be doing things slightly different that would take me out of those ruts, where I'm using my time different, where I'm resisting impulses to go on and watch funny videos or entertaining videos, and actually be applying myself towards learning new skills, to be doing the things that I need to be doing so I can be building my own businesses, so I can be helping my wife build her businesses. Only guarantee is it's not going to be easy. But the other guarantee is the more you practice that skill, the better you get at it. And once I dig myself in, and start getting out of the ruts I'm in, I might find myself in different ruts that I'm in. But because I work myself out of those first ruts, I know, and I have the skills to work my way out of those second ruts. And occasionally, I might go back into a rut, because ruts aren't necessarily bad if they're taking you to where you want to go. But when it comes time where those ruts are no longer serving me, I will have the skills and the knowledge and the follow-through. And that's the hard part for me, the follow-through. I've made countless decisions. I'm going to improve this about my life. I'm going to improve that about my life. I need to do this. I know full well what I need to do. My problem has never been lack of knowledge. My problem has always been lack of follow-through, which is why I've ended up in the ruts in this position I'm in today. It's not entirely bad. In a lot of ways, I have a good life. I have a wonderful wife, a patient wife who I have no idea why she's still with me, but I know that I am very grateful that she is. I have a beautiful daughter. I have a son on the way. Overall, not a bad life. I have a roof over my head. I have 3 wonderfully annoying dogs that I love to pieces. But I want more. I need more. And the number one thing that is stopping me is my follow-through. My lack of follow-through, I should say. It's easy to make decisions in the moment. It's easy to make decisions when you're sitting in a conference room at a hotel with hundreds or thousands of people all excited, to make a change. It's very easy to do that. But how long does it last? I once heard someone say, this isn't my own thought, but I can't attribute it because I can't remember who said it. The success is what happens when you follow through even after the emotion of the decision has passed. That's why I haven't been successful. I haven't had that follow through. So, Nicole Sauce from Living Free in Tennessee brought this concept to my mind of the word of the year. And the word of the year is essentially, what word are you going to focus on? Last year her word was grow. And so everything that she thought about was, how am I going to grow? Personally, business, etc. And she says that she's had great success with it. I think my word of the year this year is going to be follow through. When I make a decision, I follow through with it. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to fall down a lot. I'm going to follow through. I'm going to make the changes that I need to make. That is my promise to you. That's my promise to me, that I am going to start following through. Like everything, these types of changes, they're not easy. If success was easy, everyone would be successful. But it is simple. And I need to do the simple things that are not easy to get where I need to go. Anyways, with that, my call to action to you is to think about, what are your dreams? Where do you want to go? Figure out how you want to get there, how you need to get there, what changes you need to make in your life, and then follow through. With that, CplDiesel out.